Burning Question, powered by Ola, New Ford Aspire, Siska LED, and Sterling. Holiday differently.
Sensational pre-poll news break. Enforcement Directorate cracks the Augusta scam and Republic TV accesses the full 52-page charge sheet.
Christian Michel spills the bean to Enforcement Directorate. All Augusta's secrets are out for the very first time.
A series of stunning revelations by Michel. He says he knew Mrs. Gandhi since from 1986-87.
Explosive revelations in the charge sheet. Michel mentions Italian lady's son who was in touch with Dalals.
It cannot get bigger than this. Charge sheet reveals AP is indeed Ahmed Patel and FAM stood for family.
Fixed CCS meetings, notes sent to UPA chairperson. Charge sheet reveals how Dalals had infiltrated the UPA. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last 7 years, Arnab and his team have been investigating and trying to pursue the Augusta scam truth. Tonight, Republic has accessed the clincher. The complete Augusta truth is out. Republic is in possession of the 52-page charge sheet filed by the Enforcement Directorate. First, before we go on to discuss and deliberate it, listen in to what the Defence Minister of the UPA era, A.K. Antony, who's also finding a mention in the charge sheet, Shivani, has to say right now to our explosive revelations.
Mr. Anthony, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, good evening. My name is Niranjan. I'm the editor, sir, at Republic TV.
Yes.
Sir, we've accessed this Augusta charge sheet, the charge sheet that is in file today.
What charge sheet?
At Augusta Westland, the chopper deal charge sheet. Sir, the Enforcement Directorate in the charge sheet has said, as per Christian Michel James, and they've written it, I'm reading from the charge sheet. They say, as per Christian Michel James, AP means Ahmed Patel and FAM means family. So, would you want to respond to this, sir?
No, I have not seen it.
You don't want to respond on this?
I have not seen the alternative responded.
Okay, because I'm reading from the charge sheet, sir. Would you want to respond to it or wait till you see the charge sheet?
First of all, let me read the whole thing. I don't want the first one off the cuff. Okay.
Mr. Anthony, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, good evening. My name is Niranjan. I'm the editor, sir, at Republic TV.
Yes.
Sir, we've accessed this Augusta charge sheet, the charge sheet that is in file today.
What charge sheet?
At Augusta Westland, the chopper. Mr. Anthony, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, good evening. My name is Niranjan. I'm the editor, sir, at Republic TV.
Yes.
Sir, we've accessed this Augusta charge sheet, the charge sheet that is in file today.
What charge sheet?
At Augusta Westland, the chopper deal charge sheet. Sir, the Enforcement Directorate in the charge sheet has said, as per Christian Michel James, and they've written it, I'm reading from the charge sheet. They say, as per Christian Michel James, AP means Ahmed Patel and FAM means family. So, would you want to respond to this, sir?
No, I have not seen it.
You don't want to respond on this?
I have not seen the alternative responded.
Okay, because I'm reading from the chart sheet, sir. Would you want to respond to it or wait till you see the chart sheet?
First of all, let me read the whole thing. I don't want the first one of the cuff. Okay.
So just breaking down the details of the chart sheet that has been accessed exclusively by Republic TV, and my colleague Atul, who's done a tremendous job on this, even as my colleagues and our guests continue to stay with us. Let me just break down some of the most explosive details that are coming out. One, finally, for the first time, we have a confirmation as per the statements given by the middlemen who are under investigation in this case is that AP meant Ahmed Patel indeed. FAM in the diary noting stood for family indeed. That there were kickbacks given to defense officials, kickbacks given to political persons right till the top. Top political leaders received kickbacks in this case. At least 70 million euros in kickbacks. There are journalists who have received money. That middlemen were actually fixing CCS meetings. This is one of the most important details coming to light. And that Italian lady's son was meeting all of these middlemen as well. We've got Surbhi Hodigare, Ravi Srivastava, Sundar Balakrishnan, Sandeep Singh, Rajiv Pandey, Jangveer, all with us. I want to go across first to Sundar Balakrishnan. Sundar, you know, this is something that cannot be brushed under the carpet. You know, I know, everybody knows this is one of the biggest scams of the UPA era, and it has links right at the top. Now that Ahmed Patel's name, his link, and other links are being confirmed by the middleman himself, what is the Congress party going to say?
Yeah, Shivani, see, let me tell you, these names he would have taken, that is fine. But have they also mentioned which is the account to which these monies have gone in the chart sheet? Is there the account number that is mentioned? Bank account number? Has the money trail been found out?
That's a very leading question, and it's a shame that at such a time you're pointing out even anything that you can get your hands on to try and ensure that this chart sheet is diluted. Why would you do that? Why would you not go ahead with a 52-page chart sheet that has very serious charges that is not based on conjecture but dispatches?
So just before I ask you a question,
it's based on dispatches.
I'm asking you very simple.
So you know why it pains us? It pains us because, just a minute, it pains us because we have been at the forefront, Team Arnab, and not today, but since the last few years has been at the forefront of trying to get the triple the VVIP chopper case. Whether it was when I myself was trying to investigate what was happening with Hashke and Giroso, whether it was Aishwarya Kapoor who went and travelled to Italy, to Switzerland, and he was the only journalist to be standing outside the doors of Giroso. So Aishwarya, I ask you to ask him a question, because when we've actually cracked the entire Augusta truth, to be coming out with such minor details is a shame.
The counter is very clear. That whatever Sundar is saying today, he doesn't have words. It's not us.
Please
it's the chart sheet, Sundar. And as we've all been saying, what has been compromised? Do you understand? The Prime Minister's office, the CCS, the highest body which is on the national security. That has been compromised. Do you see? What am I saying? You need to understand what is your counter to this. The then Defence Minister, the then Prime Minister's office. What do you mean? No,
I am asking you.
Sundar, the counter is what? How do you counter this with?
I am asking
Sundar, how do you counter this with?
I am only asking
Mr. Pandey is here.
Proof of money
He wants to ask
trail.
a question. No, because you are questioning. Why? Because you are doubting.
Why should I not question? Should I accept
No, how
whatever
do you
you
doubt?
say, Aishwarya?
Okay.
Are you trying to
Pandey,
throw
good
your
approach.
line?
Yeah,
Are you telling me that I should throw your line?
Are you
What are you saying?
164
I don't have right to question. I don't have right to question.
Section
I don't have right
50
to
of
question.
PMLA.
What are you saying, Aishwarya?
He is in judicial custody
Come on,
for
don't tell
last
me.
3 months. Whatever evidence he has given in confessional statement,
Tell me
if he has
tell
not
me the account
rejected in
number.
3 months, that is a
Tell me the
conclusive
account
proof.
number.
If you don't understand law, I will give you a class.
Tell me the bank account number.
Sundarji, I am only saying one thing. Sir, it's not Republic charge sheet. This is a charge sheet.
And this is
Again, I'm
the
asking you to tell me
lawyer
the account
talking.
number.
This is a lawyer
Is it
talking.
mentioned in the chart
Ravi
sheet?
Srivastava, don't come out.
Why is it not mentioned? Anybody will take anybody's name.
Executive editor Abhishek Kapoor wants to make a point. What is being read and analysed right now. 1 minute. Now
Just
listen to it.
elaborating on Mr. Pandey, please understand that there is no coercion involved in the statements that are taken, and B, more importantly, every day, twice, Christian Michel was meeting his lawyers. Every day, twice. So had there been any possibility of threat or coercion or inducement, that would have come out through the lawyers. And mind you, who was the lawyer of Christian Michel James? Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten the conversation of the lawyers of Christian Michel James? You think despite all the possibility of cheating,
tell me, how did you make the payment?
Sundar, what's your counter here?
Listen, your curiosity for account details and bank details taken very well. Very well. Please be curious, be as curious as you want, but also face the facts that we're presenting to you right now. This is a statement of the middleman. Please understand the gravity of the charges. Also understand the gravity of the situation we're talking about. Let me go across. 1 second, Sundar. Let me go across to Ravi Srivastava also. Please tell me, are you not alarmed that this man had access to CCS? Are you not alarmed that the Middleman and Augusta Westland case had access to PMO directly? And they seem to be deciding when a CCS meeting will take place. Ravi,
you are quoting from somebody's diary. You are quoting from somebody's diary. How do I believe? How do I know it is his diary? There have been diaries around. There was Jane diary. There was Sahara Birla diary. There was Yadurappa diary. How many diaries were there? Diaries are not accepted by the court. It is not accepted by the court. Diaries are a piece of paper.
Please understand.
Rather a toilet paper.
This is the charge sheet. You don't understand the difference between charge sheet and diary. Ravi Srivastava.
Diary is a piece of paper. Nothing else.
Rajiv,
does not accept
fantastic. Okay, Rajiv Pandey, Sundar Balakrishnan and Ravi Srivastava, a point from page 20 that our investigative team has just brought out to our attention. It also seems, and Sundar, I want you to reply to this personally, because you are so adamantly trying to give out some defense. It also seems the finance minister had some issue here, and I'm reading out from another dispatch.
Just by asking questions, don't tell me that I'm supporting Congress.
But for finance minister Pranab Mukherjee,
I am only asking you something very seriously.
This question was a message to us of dissatisfaction by the finance minister. We spoke to his secretary who stated there was no problem with the file, but the finance minister explained he felt he had been ignored in the decision making. The party leader will speak to him. We expect to calm him down. On Friday, it was decided he has not yet caused any delay. It shows how difficult and careful one must be by moving around at this level. So they were moving around at the level of the finance minister, Sundar. Now answer a simple question. Nothing is shocking you in this. The finance minister, the Italian lady's son, the family connection, Mrs. Gandhi's name, nothing at all is getting you something. Sundar Balakrishnan, the floor is open. Answer what we're trying to do.
Sundar, listen.
I will accept.
Sundar, listen.
I will accept.
Sundar, listen, yaar.
Arrest him.
Sundar, stop speaking for a second. Sundar, answer this. Sundar, answer this. Sundar, answer this. Answer this.
Yeah, tell me.
The Italian lady's son. Mark my words.
It's
in the chart sheet. Listen. The Italian lady's son, who can be the next prime minister? Who do you think that was? Who do you think that was? Are you worried about him?
Which Italian lady
are you worried about him?
Never.
Are you worried about
him? Never.
Italian lady's son, who could be the next prime minister? Are you worried about him?
You are talking about?
Are you worried about him? No, you answer. You answer this.
Don't talk in the air.
Answer this.
Please.
Are you worried about him?
What Italian lady
you answer
now?
Sundar, answer.
Aishwarya, I'm asking you one simple
Italian lady.
You
Italian
tell me.
lady is evidence.
The Italian lady's son. Who can be the next prime minister? Who can that be? In your imagination. Who can that be? Answer. No, you answer. Answer now. Answer. Who can that be? You answer that. Mr. Pandey, let him answer. The Italian lady's son. Who can be the next prime minister? Who can that be at the time?
Unless you show evidence,
people will Shivani, let him answer.
Jangveer also. Yes. Sundar, I'll give you the opportunity to respond to that, but I know what he's going to do. Jangveer, I want to come to you. He's joining us from the Shiromani Akali Dal. The important thing is, let's not forget the big picture. We're talking about the office of the Prime Minister being compromised. We're talking about the CCS itself, which is in charge of defense and national security being compromised. Mr. Jangvi, you know, by this charge sheet, this is the biggest scandal of all time.
No
biggest scam of all time.
One-sided story.
Jangvi.
What is one-sided story?
Well, definitely this is not for the first time. Earlier we know what happened in the case of the Bofors deal.
We welcome Congress.
This has happened earlier also.
The
Congress and the Congress first family, the Gandhi family, is an expert in creating middleman and then profiting from defense deals. They have done it earlier in case of the Bofors deal. They have done it in case of Iraq, and they have done it now also. So I don't think there's any surprise in it. And I'm astonished why the Congress spokesperson is not treating this seriously. This is a charge sheet. This will go to court. Or whatever he's asking for will unravel. Proof will come out. Proof will come out. Don't worry. Even the bank details will come out.
I'm going to give Atul Krishnan one word here. Atul Krishnan, what according to you, you've brought this charge sheet to us. You've been trying to unravel the case for the longest time. I'll give you 10 seconds to tell us which page and what according to you is the massive revelation coming in this 52-page charge sheet.
Definitely, this is one of the biggest scams of this nation. In which ED has clearly mentioned that top UPL leaders were trying to pressurize the Prime Minister of India that he should act on the advice of Christian Michel James, who is an accused in Augusta, Westland. So definitely, this is not I am saying. This is what the ED charge sheet is saying, and they have come across several evidences, and these are the evidence, sir. These are not Republic TV saying. This is ED charge sheet is saying.
Even as we are going to tell our guests to stay on with us, we're just going to tell you Team Arnab has been Rajiv Pandey at the forefront of this. Today, as the Augusta case has been cracked as per the ED charge sheet, it is us who've been saying for the longest time there's been collusion between political leaders, bureaucrats and these middlemen. We've travelled to Switzerland, to Italy and within India now to unravel the truth. Today, the Augusta case has been unravelled by Republic Media Network. We're back after a short break. Stay on with us. Viewers, for the very first time, the ED charge sheet has been cracked. It's been cracked by Team Arnab, and we bring to you all the details of that charge sheet. We've also decoded exactly the bribe diary that has been cracked here. The decoding has been done. We're going to give you all those details. We slip into a quick break, but we'll be back with our editors and our guests after a short break. It's a big, sensational exclusive right here on Republic Media Network. Do stay on. Do not go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last 7 years, Arnab and his team have pursued the Augusta scam truth. Tonight, Republic has accessed the clincher. The complete Augusta truth is out. Republic is in possession of the 52-page charge sheet filed by the Enforcement Directorate. The charge sheet mentions AP, that's Ahmed Patel, FAM, that's family, and also mentions Michel has admitted he knew Mrs. Gandhi, and he also mentions Italian lady's son. We have the first UPA response, but before we go on to that, we're going to unravel what is said in these pages for you. I first go on and we're going to play out these graphics before we go on to the guests who are joining us on our panel discussion today. We have our guests, and before we go on to them, I go on to what's been said in these pages. The first page that reads, it says the dispatch of October 1st, 2009. The gentleman I knew about our activity. He confirmed the son will be the next Prime Minister and his power in the party is growing day by day. The meeting at the beginning of the week with regards to the Italian lady's son.
And then you have Mrs. Gandhi is the driving force behind the VIP. The son will be asked to raise it with the mother. Son will raise it with the mother. And then you have the key 7 advisor. Who is this Italian lady? Who is the Italian lady's son? This is the question which we are asking, because this Italian lady's son, who could have been the next Prime Minister, the Italian son is in power, who was perceived to be the next Prime Minister. Italian lady's son, very, very important.
And more significantly, the compromise of India's national security, the compromise of India's institutions, Cabinet Committee on Security compromised, its Cabinet Notes compromised, and crucial documents related to national security being found in lockers in Italy and Mauritius and where not.
All right, so I go across now. Abhishek and Aishwarya are executive editor and political editor with us. We're also joined by Sundar Balakrishnan, political commentator, joining us from our Mumbai studio. Sandeep Singh, author and RSS thinker, live from Mumbai. And Jagveer Singh, spokesperson of the SAD, who's also joining us on this debate. Now, why this becomes crucial, and I'm now talking about page 20. Pranab, many references are there to it, Sundar Balakrishnan, and you look so disturbed with this 52-page chart sheet, Sundar. You're trying to find some way of trying to twist out of it, maneuver out of it. But a simple question to you. Look at the kind of collusion that has taken place here. Look at the kind of bureaucratic and middlemen and political leaders' links that we have shown out. The Augusta case is today cracked. Are you not feeling at some time it's time for the then UPA government and the present Congress party to come out and answer these revelations?
I agree with you. They have to come out in open and answer. I agree with you totally. I also agree with you totally, saying that anybody who is corrupt should not be spared. They should be hanged. They should be arrested. I am again telling you. But let me tell you, there have been similar diaries in the past. They have not been questioned by ED or anybody. They have not been grilled also. But Sandeep, 1 minute. Let me just see. Coming to the point, Rhythm, I just want you to go through the chart sheet and also tell me if it is mentioned, I will accept right away, saying that RG or Rahul Gandhi or anybody, Hemant Patel, all are corrupt. They should be put behind bars. Is there any account number mentioned? Is there any money trail given in the chart sheet? You tell me if it is there. I am telling you right away, I will accept anybody who is corrupt should not be spared. That's it. That is my submission.
The argument was that nobody called Christian Michel exists. Then the argument is that if he's there, why not bring him into India? All of that has been done, so you keep shifting goalposts. That's not this acceptable.
Sundar, before I go on to Sandeep Singh, I'm going to let Abhishek respond to you.
Sundar, in pages after pages, money trail is given, account details are given, which account carried how much money and on whose behest. All those things are actually given. This is Sundar, let's understand.
Then is it
this
given
is
Rahul
a
Gandhi's
result
name is mentioned in the bank
painstaking
account?
Work done by agencies over the last 3-4 years. It's not pulled out of the hat just because elections are here. It has been in the making for at least 3-4 years. We have been as journalists, witness to the manner in which whole thing was going on. You have to understand, Christian Michel's custody was obtained by India only in the month of January. His custody and his interrogation went on for a month and a half. He has been in judicial custody now. He has had access to legal counsel. And despite that, if this has come, why do you question its authenticity and its intentions?
Yeah, Ashwini
Kumar, very relevant point here, and I also want Sandeep Singh to come inside here. We're also joined by GVR Shastri in our Delhi studios. Sandeep Singh, the kind of language that has been used today, the kind of words that are today coming out, and especially the kind of references that have been made even to Pranab Mukherjee. Look at page 23, section 5.12. Look at what it says when it says, dispatched here on 15th March says, as Mrs. Gandhi is the driving force behind the VIP property, she will not fly anymore in MI.
You are answering everything.
What does this mean? I asked this question to Sandeep and then I take it across to GVR Shastri. One day now, he's going to defend.
You're stuck on that. That's hardly material.
It is material.
Is it mentioned or not? After he says it is mentioned,
no, you want no page number. If I come and tell in the court saying that I have paid to Sandeep Singh,
font size and what calligraphy
if I mention in the court saying that I have paid so and so money to Sandeep Singh, and
let's not trivialize the whole debate.
Sundar, I'm not asking. I just asked this question to Sandeep Singh. Sandeep Singh, just reply. Yes, please.
There were dalals who could fix a Prime Minister's meeting and the Cabinet Committee of Securities meeting at their will. So that is the point needs to be discussed, not the font size on which chart site has been typed. What A4 size paper or A3 size paper? Let's not trivialize the debate.
No, Rhythm, I am asking you again. I am telling
the question,
exactly.
No, you are trying to deflect the debate.
Shastri, how are you going to defend this today?
Of the chart sheet.
We've seen the kind of power Christian Michel had. The dispatches are not only there to defense minister, they're there to the finance minister, they are there to others. Yes, Aishwarya has a question for you, GVR Shastri.
You need to ask.
Rhythm, I'm asking
page
you one simple
26.
question.
What is
Tell
the
me
Hillary
which
connection?
page of the chart sheet
Do you understand?
the bank account
It
details
is not
of
limited to
Rahul
one.
Gandhi is given?
It is not
Tell me that.
limited to only then
I will
Prime
accept
Minister's
right
office.
away he's corrupt.
GVR is here.
GVR, answer.
GVR.
You don't want
and
to
the man
answer my
sitting
question,
right
Rhythm.
next to you is Atul Krishnan, the man who's got this chart sheet. No one else in this country has this chart sheet. This man sitting right next to you has it. GVR, the question to you is this. What is the Hillary connection? The then CCS was being called. In the same page, number 26, it says that the Prime Minister is under control. The Defense Minister is 100% at it. But then, Hillary connection. GVR, what is the Hillary connection? You tell us. GVR.
The entire case we know and everybody knows. All the functional and operational narratives are not going to be logically concluded as far as the court is concerned, or act is concerned. When you please listen, you have some patience to listen others. You have your own derivatives and narratives to explain toward the nation. Explain. You see, that is the governance.
GVR on the point.
The only governance the Prime Minister has described and shown to the media.
What?
Narrate in such a way.
What?
Narrate in
This is what you've shown.
Where is the
See
truth?
the chart sheet.
What is the truth? Forget about chart sheet.
Why forget? How can you forget? How can you forget?
Directorate.
How can you forget? Tell me.
Listen
How can
here.
you forget?
You first
Can you
tell
forget
me.
that the Dalals were calling CCS? Can you forget that the Dalals were in the PMO? Can you forget that the Dalals were calling the meetings?
Won by the ED.
Who is Christian Michel?
Who
Who's Ashton? Who's Geroza? You tell me this. How are they calling CCS?
Everybody
Why?
knows.
The national interest was at stake.
About it? You let me see. At least
So you don't say that who cares about the chart sheet?
You called
the country cares.
Explain to you, right?
So you answer, na?
I
But
am
don't
answering
digress.
you.
Boliye.
I am giving a logic answer to you.
Give us.
Don't get
What is
into
the
your
logic
so
behind
much.
it?
Your voice
Give me
is
the
going to
Hillary
be
logic.
wasted.
Give me the Hillary logic you have.
Your voice is
You
going
give
to
me
be
the Hillary
wasted.
logic. You give me the Hillary logic.
I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you everything.
Tell me.
So, I'll tell you one thing. There is an institution called Enforcement Directorate. We saw last 50, 60 years how this institution is going to work.
So again, attack on
institution.
institution.
Listen, idiot.
Attack on
listen,
institution.
idiot.
Attack on institution.
You should listen me. You are allowing me. You are not intentional.
I don't want this debate.
Your answer is your answer.
How dare you decide that? How can you say that? You allow me to talk.
Rhythm, his answer is an allegation on the institution.
I just want to tell our viewers, today what we are talking about
the institution of ED.
How?
Yes.
Why?
ED Act is there. There is no special. The institution was not strong.
Again,
how many assets
you will not answer the Hillary connect.
How many?
You will not answer Hillary connect. Atul,
the amount
Atul,
of assets.
Atul will ask you.
Aishwarya, 1 minute. Aishwarya, 1 minute.
Atul will ask you.
You know, I can't believe at the
listen to the
time
reporter.
when
Listen to the reporter.
team and we've cracked the entire case.
Listen to the reporter.
1 minute.
Listen to the reporter. Respect the reporter.
GVR,
respect the reporter. Respect the reporter, GVR. Atul. Atul.
Aishwarya, 1 minute. Atul, 1 minute. Atul, 1 minute.
You are informing wrongly.
Okay.
What wrongly? Atul will tell you. No. No. Papers. These papers. Atul will show you.
I asked you a question. 1 minute. GVR, this is not the way to reply.
What are you
GVR,
saying?
it's a shame what you are doing.
53 papers.
Tell it, 1 minute.
No.
GVR, this is not the way. I'm going to tell my director to please silence that particular mic of GVR Chargesheet. He's trying to go away from this debate. It's very incorrect. I go across now to Jangveer Singh and I also ask a question at this time to Sundar Balakrishnan because there is an attempt being made here, a very callous attempt to try and deride from what we are trying to say. Sundar, why are you so interested in non-stop questions on the accounts? Are you trying to say that the gods of Lutyens media have received kickbacks? Do you want their account details as well? What is this fixation with wanting to know account details and money trails? Why are you not coming to the butt of the matter? There are names of Ahmed Patel and Mrs. Gandhi and the family that have come out in an ED chart sheet for the very first time. Let's get to what we are talking about here? Sundar, I'm going to let you answer, but let's answer on facts here. I don't want rhetoric here today. GVR Shastri, the question is not to you. Sundar, Aishwarya. Sundar.
There is no fact on it. I know what is the entire case it is about.
Silence. Calm down. Have some water. Have some water, GVR. Have some water. Sundar, the question to you. Sundar, the question to you.
Yeah, Rhythm. Rhythm.
Okay, Sundar wants to answer. Atul, I want Sundar to answer this question.
Don't interrupt me, Rhythm.
Go ahead.
See.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm not going to allow GVR Shastri to take away from the justification that any Welcome back, viewers. For the very first time on any network today, we are disclosing and breaking down the Augusta papers. For the very first time, it has been cracked wide open. We've got Atul Krishnan, the man who's got the ED chart sheet that has the entire truth with him here. We've also got Sundar Balakrishnan and Sandeep Singh on our debate. Atul, I ask you, according to you, what is the biggest elevation coming out in these 52 pages?
Definitely the ED charge sheet which has been filed by the ED official before Patiala House Court has shocking facts. It is saying that AP equals Ahmed Patel. It has named several UPA leaders and they were allegedly backing Christian Michel James, who is one of the accused in Augusta Westland scam. Entire lobby was working for Christian Michel James so that he could back Augusta contracts. So definitely everything was being compromised. According to the charge sheet, the Prime Minister office of UPA government was being compromised by Christian Michel James.
And you know what is shocking, Sundar? In every second page of the chart sheet, we are shocked at how easily the corridors of power were being used and political offices and political leaders were being maneuvered. What is so shocking for me, Sandeep and Sundar, is the way the dispatches in 2008 and 2009 were going. This is not only the work of 2008 and 9, but even beyond. Even earlier, when Arnab and his team, we've all been trying to investigate this case. We were on another channel, but we found out these details. Fam is now decoded to be family. Sundar, what is this when they say the meeting at the beginning of the week is going to be with regards to the Italian lady's son? And Mrs. Gandhi is the driving force behind the VIP. She will not fly anymore in the MI8. Please give me a proper answer. How are you going to decode this?
Yeah. See, Rhythm, I'll tell you one very simple thing. When do you accept or when do you say a transaction is complete? When do you say a transaction is complete? If I pay to a person...
don't tell me that money point again, because that is a very wrong point you've been making.
But tell me, where is it mentioned in the chart sheet? You are not answering my question. You are only naming. I have heard Ashwini Kumar saying that it is mentioned in the chart sheet. But tell me, where is it mentioned in which page? I am accepting right away. If it is mentioned in the chart sheet, bank account details of Rahul Gandhi, then I am accepting right away.
Whether it was the finance minister's office, whether the defense minister's office, whether it was the Italian lady's son or Ahmed Patel, everybody was working together.
Again, Rhythm, you are coming to the same point. I am asking you something. Is the account details mentioned in the chart sheet?
Because you are trying to evade and talking about a money trail. Are you trying to say the chart sheet is supposed to answer your questions?
For a moment, I am accepting the name is given by the person. I am accepting the fact. But I also want an answer from you in the chart sheet whether the bank account details is mentioned or not. Tell me that fact. Tell me that fact. Tell me which page it is mentioned.
This is
Tell me that.
To deflect.
I am shocked.
As I said earlier.
Why you are shocked? Because you don't have the answer. You want me to know your line? You want me to know your line?
That today when we are putting out the entire chart sheet that's bringing out the names and decoding it for you, even then you continue crying.
Again, I am asking you, Rhythm, without answering my question. You are just deflecting from the main issue. Tomorrow, if I tell you that I paid so and so amount,
no, that's not the main issue. The main issue,
you
really want to know the main issue is why is it that the finance minister in the UPA government was unhappy with the deal? If you want to know the main issue is that who was the driving force behind the VIP chopper deal? Answer the main issue. The main issue is to what extent did the UPA compromise the country? That is the main issue.
You don't want to answer my question. That's the main problem
with you. The Augusta case has been cracked.
You wanted to toe your
Some
line.
people will not believe it, but the truth is out there for you to give your opinions on. It's tremendous work by my colleague Atul Krishnan. I thank you, gentlemen, Sundar Balakrishnan, Sandeep Singh for being with us. We'll be back on the other side of a quick break. Joining you will be Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami, who will be telling you the entire Augusta truth has been cracked. Stay on with us.